All right, viewers, this is heartening and this is big news. India stunned the world with a vaccination record of 2.1 crores in a single day. The fact that it also happens to be the Prime Minister's birthday is another side story. The Modi government's big vaccination push on the Prime Minister's 71st birthday, a massive milestone of most vaccinations in a day. Only the fourth time when the daily vaccination crossed the 1 crore mark. The BJP dubbed the race to vaccination a true birthday gift from the nation to the Prime Minister. So how did India achieve this target? Over 22.2 lakh vaccinations in an hour. Over 37,000 vaccinations in a minute. And over 600 vaccinations per second. In just 9 hours, around 5.05, India set off the big 2 crore vaccination record.
सर कांग्रेचुलेशंस 2 करोड़ का आंकड़ा क्रॉस हो गया। क्या कहेंगे आप जनता को, क्या मैसेज देना चाहेंगे?
थैंक यू ऑल हेल्थ वर्कर्स, वेल डन इंडिया।
सर और कोई मैसेज देना चाहेंगे?
यही मैसेज।
I think it is commendable because the logistics is humongous. And the fact that they've done it tells you that we are capable of doing this enormous act of vaccination where I don't think anywhere in the world they've been able to do this. And to do it in a country as diverse as ours with very difficult terrain on top of that, I think is amazing. So I really want to congratulate all those who are involved in the exercise. I think it's a very complex logistics exercise, but where there's a will, there is a way, and that's what we've shown.
So it is no mean accomplishment. It has proven that we have in this country the capability of vaccinating upwards of 2 crore people, which is very good. And it so happens that this whole enthusiasm came as a birthday greeting to our Prime Minister. But the only limiting factor over here is basically the supplies of vaccines. So if companies and more are coming online and promising larger and larger quantities of doses availability, then if that happens, that yes, we can repeat this regularly. And if we keep up the speed, we can actually vaccinate every eligible Indian by the end of November, early December. And if that happens, then we would have actually put a real dent in this pandemic.
All right, viewers, let's move on. The Prime Minister, when speaking at the SCO summit, has used extremely tough language where Afghanistan's new regime is concerned. At one level, calling the Afghanistan regime radical and non-inclusive. Addressing the meet, the Prime Minister asked the world to deliberate before recognizing Taliban and called the government in Afghanistan non-inclusive. He also said that Afghan change of regime raises questions as it happened without any deliberation and doesn't have representation of all sections of society, importantly women and minority. The Prime Minister further raised concerns over a large amount of advanced weapons left behind in Afghanistan after the US withdrawal.
अफगानिस्तान में सत्ता परिवर्तन इंक्लूसिव नहीं है और बिना नेगोशिएशन के हुआ है। यह आवश्यक है कि नई व्यवस्था की मान्यता पर फैसला ग्लोबल कम्युनिटी सोच समझकर और सामूहिक तरह से ले। इस मुद्दे पर भारत संयुक्त राष्ट्र की केंद्रीय भूमिका का समर्थन करता है। बड़ी मात्रा में एडवांस वेपन्स अफगानिस्तान में रह गए हैं। इनके कारण पूरे क्षेत्र में अस्थिरता का खतरा बना रहेगा। अगर अफगानिस्तान में अस्थिरता और कट्टरवाद बना रहेगा तो इससे पूरे विश्व में आतंकवादी और एक्सट्रीमिस्ट विचारधाराओं को बढ़ावा मिलेगा। अन्य उग्रवादी समूहों को हिंसा के माध्यम से सत्ता पाने का प्रोत्साहन भी मिल सकता है। हम सभी देश पहले भी आतंकवाद से पीड़ित रहे हैं और इसलिए हमें मिलकर सुनिश्चित करना चाहिए कि अफगानिस्तान की धरती का उपयोग किसी भी देश में आतंकवाद फैलाने के लिए न हो। इस विषय पर सख्त और साझा नॉर्म्स विकसित करने चाहिए।
Well, using the platform at the SCO summit, the Prime Minister also pulled up China and Pakistan, underlining the fact of the rise of radicalism in the region.
A warning to Pakistan.
इस क्षेत्र में सबसे बड़ी चुनौतियां शांति, सुरक्षा और ट्रस्ट डेफिसिट से संबंधित है। इन समस्याओं का मूल कारण बढ़ता हुआ रेडिकलाइजेशन है।
A warning to China.
कनेक्टिविटी प्रोजेक्ट को कंसल्टेटिव, पारदर्शी और पार्टिसिपेटरी होना चाहिए। इनमें सभी देशों की टेरिटोरियल इंटीग्रिटी का सम्मान निहित होना चाहिए।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi did not hold back, talking tough to India's neighbors at the Shanghai Cooperation Organization summit. First it was Pakistan. Prime Minister warned against radicalization, highlighting how it's a big threat.
मेरा मानना है कि इस क्षेत्र में सबसे बड़ी चुनौतियां शांति, सुरक्षा और ट्रस्ट डेफिसिट से संबंधित है और इन समस्याओं का मूल कारण बढ़ता हुआ रेडिकलाइजेशन है। रेडिकलाइजेशन और असुरक्षा के कारण इस क्षेत्र का विशाल आर्थिक पोटेंशियल भी अनटैप रह गया है।
The Shanghai Cooperation Summit also saw a Chinese representative in attendance. But that did not stop Prime Minister Modi from sending out a direct message to the dragon on border incursions.
कनेक्टिविटी प्रोजेक्ट को कंसल्टेटिव, पारदर्शी और पार्टिसिपेटरी होना चाहिए। इनमें सभी देशों की टेरिटोरियल इंटीग्रिटी का सम्मान निहित होना चाहिए। इन सिद्धांतों के आधार पर SCO को क्षेत्र में कनेक्टिविटी प्रोजेक्ट्स के लिए उपयुक्त नॉर्म्स विकसित करने चाहिए।
The top agenda of the summit was the Afghanistan crisis and how the state of affairs changed in Southeast Asia with the Taliban takeover. Prime Minister Modi highlighted in his address what he said time and again to ensure a template in fighting terror.
अफगानिस्तान में हाल के घटनाक्रम ने इस चुनौती को और स्पष्ट कर दिया है। इस मुद्दे पर SCO को पहल लेकर कार्य करना चाहिए। SCO को रेडिकलाइजेशन और एक्सट्रीमिज्म से लड़ने का एक साझा टेम्पलेट डेवलप करना चाहिए।
Aimed at China, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, without naming any country, said that connectivity is a two-way street and territorial integrity should be honored and respected, keeping in mind the fact that China is looking at the BRI project and to go into Central Asia, where BRI, CPEC running through Pakistan-occupied Kashmir is a major concern for India. In New Delhi, Geeta Mohan for India Today.
All right, viewers, let's move on. New Zealand has abandoned their cricket midway in Pakistan, the series midway, primarily because they feel that there is an imminent terror threat. And the Prime Minister of Pakistan has been unable to pacify his New Zealand counterpart.
A massive embarrassment for Pakistan. Minutes before the start of play in the opening ODI between Pakistan and New Zealand in Rawalpindi, the Black Caps decided to cancel their tour. The visitors were supposed to play 3 ODIs and 5 T20 match series in Pakistan. But the tour was abandoned after an escalation in New Zealand government's threat assessment for Pakistan. For their part, the Pakistan Cricket Board said foolproof security arrangements had been in place for New Zealand.
Forward, full length.
Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan even spoke to his counterpart Jacinda Ardern, but the Black Caps still decided against going ahead with the tour. According to New Zealand cricket chief David White, players' safety was paramount and the only responsible action was to postpone the tour. The cancellation is a significant blow for Pakistan Cricket Board. Their attempts to reinstate international cricket fully in the country post the 2009 terrorist attack on the Sri Lankan team have suffered another setback. Pakistan had to face a decade-long isolation from hosting cricket at home following the attack that saw terrorists open fire at the Sri Lankan team bus. 6 players were wounded and the islanders had to be airlifted after 6 policemen and 2 civilians were killed in action. With this latest incident, there could be bigger repercussions in store for Pakistan. England are scheduled to visit Pakistan for the first time in 16 years next month. But New Zealand's decision to pull out may also have a bearing on that series. Sports Bureau, India Today.
All right, viewers, back home in Delhi, after multiple agencies busted a Pakistan-backed terror module, there was a high-level meet in the national capital to discuss what went down.
Six terrorists on a mission to carry out multiple attacks in the country, backed by their Pakistan handlers, getting directions from none other than Pakistan's intelligence agency, the ISI. But before they could inflict any damage, India's alert security agencies nabbed them. A crucial high-level anti-terror meet took place in the national capital. States are on highest alert after proof of Pakistan module being spread in many states emerged. Delhi Police Commissioner, Special Commissioners of Special Cell, Intelligence, Vigilance, Law and Order, anti-terror squads, chiefs of 11 states along with special operations groups, officials of RAW, IB and NIA took part in the high-profile security meet. The purpose of the meeting was clear: analyzing Pakistan's Bleed India conspiracy. The focus was also on ensuring better coordination between state police and intelligence units, advisory and alert related to terror and intelligence of all states. They also discussed ISI-trained terror module and the threat after Taliban takeover in Afghanistan. With Anisha Mathur, Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, viewers, India Today has now accessed a sensational statement which was recorded by none else but the suspended tainted Mumbai police officer Sachin Waze. Let's take you now through what Sachin Waze said, which was that explosive. In his statement, Waze has revealed that Anil Deshmukh had demanded 2 crores to convince NCP chief Sharad Pawar for his reinstatement. Sachin Waze corroborated ex-Mumbai Police Commissioner Paramveer Singh's allegations against NCP leader Anil Deshmukh. Waze has alleged that former Maharashtra Home Minister asked him to extort crores of rupees per month from 1,750 bars, restaurants and other establishments in Mumbai. Waze also stated that he did not gain any monetary benefit from the collections but was under immense political pressure to collect the money. Waze has also said that he received direct orders from Anil Deshmukh on various cases and then acted at his behest. Amidst the explosive revelation, the Income Tax Department carried out searches in Nagpur in connection with tax evasion by Anil Deshmukh.